It's Wednesday, August 29th. I'm Wayne Moore. This is Evening Update. At the top of the news, 2018 will go down as the worst fire season on record in BC, at least for now. The BC Wildfire Service says more than 1.25 million hectares of forest has burned since the beginning of the fire season. That compares with the previous worst of 1.21 million hectares, which burned just last year. Most of the timber has burned in the last 2 weeks. On August 15th, just 300,000 hectares of forest land had caught on fire. The province-wide state of emergency, first issued August 15th, has now been extended into September. More used needles have been found buried in the sandy shores of Kelowna. A local resident found the needles at the Watt Road public beach access Tuesday morning. She said there were at least 2 syringes sticking out of the sand at the corner of the park within 5 feet of a garbage can. She says that's how responsible these drug users are. Penticton's new casino raking in the dough. According to the annual report released by the BC Lottery Commission, Cascade Casino brought in $36.7 million during the first year in its new location. That's an increase of 25% over last year. A majority of that came from slot machines. Gateway Casino revenues were up 34% to $11.4 million. The Penticton Casino, along with Gateway operations in Kelowna, Vernon, and Kamloops, are currently behind picket lines as employees in the company remain at odds over a new contract. More than 4 years after a terrifying chairlift crash in West Kelowna's Crystal Mountain, one of those injured is taking the resort to court. Lawrence Waldenberger was one of 3 people who filed suit after a cable on one of the lifts came loose, sending 2 chairs to the ground. In his suit, he claims he suffered significant personal injuries as a result of the crash, including traumatic brain injury, loss of consciousness, concussion, post-traumatic stress disorder, multiple broken ribs, and irritability. Okanagan College is getting on the cannabis bandwagon. The college is launching a series of courses to train staff for the massive ventures. Courses offered range from greenhouse pest management to retail sales training. They'll aim to serve cannabis-related employers setting up shop in the valley. A big cat is on the prowl near Lumby. Shelley Goudet, who lives near Lumby, says she woke up Wednesday morning to find her 3 Nigerian dwarf goats had been killed. She said a cougar had gotten into their enclosure, killed all 3 of them, and it took one of them away. With the recent spate of negative headlines about safety in Kelowna, Mayor Colin Basran has taken to Facebook to quell those fears. Basran says City Council hears the concerns of residents, visitors, and businesses. He says they are doing everything to address those concerns. Basran said the city is focusing on enforcing the law, stepping up street cleaning work, and connecting people who need help with support services. Kelowna City Councillor Tracy Gray will announce her political future next week. It's believed Gray, who is finishing her first term on council, will announce her intention to seek the federal Conservative nomination in the Kelowna Lake Country riding. Businesswoman Renee Wasilik is also seeking that nomination. A special council meeting has been announced to deal with a number of issues which the District of Summerland deemed too pressing to wait until the next regularly scheduled meeting. Topics will include a contentious tree removal in Trout Creek. Residents of that community near the Woodbridge Preservation Area notified the district that several trees were removed from the protected area 10 days ago. Deaths of motorcyclists on BC roads have spiked over the first 7 months of this year. As we roll into the final long weekend of summer, the BC Coroner's Service says 30 people have died from motorcycle crashes, 18 of those in July alone. The worst area is the Interior Health Region, which includes the Okanagan, where 12 people died on motorcycles. Okanagan weather, it'll remain cool heading into the long weekend, a chance of showers and thunder showers tonight and tomorrow. Coming up tonight and tomorrow, there will be nowhere to find legal pot in the central Okanagan come October 17th, and it's IPE time in Armstrong. For details on these and the rest of the day's news, keep it here at castanet.net. For Castanet News, I'm Wayne Moore.